Hello everyone and welcome to Mike Per Thomas episode 25. At the end of episode 24, Denise had just told our man that having Lola's bank statement wouldn't give him any more information about the mysterious Mr. Richardson than he already had. This was a Saturday morning. From time to time I have thyroid problems, and it was on that day that my thyroid decided to cause a problem. I had a headache, neck ache, stomach ache, and I was in a seriously bad mood. And you can put uppercase letters and flashing lights on that, guys. So on Sunday morning, Denise flew at him. Originally, I thought I'd have to omit a lot of that audio, but listening to it again, it wasn't too bad. I just bleeped out the bit where I swore at him. Having called Denise on the Saturday morning, he then tried calling her again at lunchtime. Lola and I hatched a little plan. "Lola's just called me with the good news," said Denise. "She says you've confirmed Mr. Richardson has the money and you've booked the helicopter and you'll arrive at the airport at around 4 p.m. this afternoon. How exciting!" So he called Denise.
Hello.
"Hello, darling. I'm so excited. So you've managed to book the helicopter at last?"
Oh, darling, that's a lie. I haven't booked any helicopter. I haven't confirmed who James Richardson is, darling. I called Lola just now. I was trying to talk to Lola that what she thinks she's doing if she's used the money to buy those Gucci bags again. And she said that she's going to call you and tell you that I've received the money. That's a lie. I haven't received any money. James Richardson haven't received no money. Lola is lying to you. I told you all this before. I don't know what to think of me, but Lola is lying to you. I've tried and do all my research.
"Darling, I really don't appreciate you running down my daughter-in-law like this. If Lola tells me she's spoken to you and you've got the money, then I know that you've got the money, or at least Mr. Richardson has. Maybe Mr.
Darling,
Richardson's booked the helicopter and he hasn't told you yet. You probably need to
no,
go and pack."
darling, I'm telling you, I'm the one right here. I'm the one telling you. No money has been received. When I called the helicopter company, when I was talking to them, they said that she can get her money right back from the bank and pay only to the helicopter account, that they have no other bank account, darling. And if Lola will go to the bank and take the money right back, you need to go with her so that you deposit the money into the company's account. Okay? No one has received any money. I told you, followed Lola to the bank. I'm not trying to run her down or nothing. I'm telling you the truth. Okay?
"Darling, that money was sent to Mr. Richardson. Mr. Richardson has got the money."
Darling, no money was sent and no money has been received. It's a simple logic because I've made calls, I've done so many confirmations right here. They said that you should follow your daughter-in-law to the bank and ask for the account statement. You will see if the
How do
money has
you
been sent.
how do you know that Mr. Richardson hasn't got the money?
Darling, I've been making calls. I sent the receipt out for confirmation and they told me that no money was sent, that slip was being built by someone. I don't know how Lola have to do that, but they said
How
that for you to be sure,
how do
darling, they
you
said for you to be sure, that the money hasn't been sent to anyone, that you should go to the bank with your daughter-in-law and ask the bank for a bank statement where the money she sent to James Richardson,
right?
because they said that nothing like that is happening. That's a very simple issue.
I'll
I've
ask
been
you.
making calls
Shut
since.
up. I'll ask you again. How do you know that Mr. Richardson hasn't got the money? Who have
That
you
is big.
spoken to confirm that Mr. Richardson hasn't got the money?
Darling, this is because I called the company if they have any worker named Mr. Richardson, and they told me they don't have any worker named Mr. Richardson.
Exactly,
They
darling.
said that I
That
sent,
doesn't shut
yes,
up. Shut up. That doesn't tell you that Mr. Richardson doesn't have the money. That tells you that the money wasn't sent to Mexico. The money was sent to Mr. Richardson. I know you're a bit thick, so I'll say that again. Well, actually, you're a lot thick, aren't you? So I'll say that again. The money was sent to Mr. Richardson.
Darling, stop insulting me over the little amount of 24,000. I can't steal your money, okay? It's just a simple logic. It's just a simple logic. You call Lola home, the both of you drive to the bank and get a confirmation that if the money, talk to a live person inside the bank, if the money was sent to Mr. Richardson, that you need a statement of the account of on the 11th. They will give it to you. They will give it to Lola right in your presence, and the both of you can go through it. They'll tell you to your face that the money has not been sent yet.
How
What is there for you to do?
You're lying to me, aren't you, darling? How do you
Darling,
know
I'm not
that the
lying.
money was not sent to Mr. Richardson? You told me the money wasn't sent
Yeah.
to him. How do you know that Mr. Richardson hasn't got the money? And don't tell me it's simple logic. How do you know he doesn't have the money?
Okay, when I make my communication about if the money was sent or not, there's a reference number right there that they used to get confirmation. If you look underneath the Barclays paper Lola sent to you, you will see the payment reference number under the receipt. That payment reference number, you can call the bank, Barclays Bank, and confirm if a payment was made. That's what they did, and they told me that the bank said that no payment was made on that date.
Darling,
That's why I'm asking you.
That is the most obvious lie you have told me since I first met you. There is no way on earth that Barclays Bank would give you information about Lola's personal private bank account. So now I know you're lying to me.
No, darling, it's a call. It's a money being sent to someone, and that's why they have the reference number for you to make the confirmation. You can count the account number Lola claim she has right there, and you can check the source code. That's how they know that the account that is being sent, that Lola sent the money from, Lola's account, it's not a Barclays bank, it's a Lloyd's bank. That's how they find
there
out
is
the
no
account number and the
way.
source
There
code.
is no way on God's earth that Barclays Bank would confirm or deny to you that money from Lola's private bank account was sent to a third party. It's nothing that you. If it was your personal bank account, then you could phone your own bank and confirm whether the money was sent to you. But there is no bank on earth that will tell you if money was sent from one bank account that is nothing to do with you to another account that was nothing to do with you. So I know you're lying to me, and the more you lie, the more stupid you make yourself look. So I suggest you go away, think of a better story, and stop lying to me, because we both know you've got the money, and we both know that you've booked on the helicopter, and we both know you're going to arrive at the airport at 4 o'clock this afternoon. So I'll suggest you go and pack your bags, because I really don't want to carry on talking to you with all your lies. You phone me when you get to the airport.
I can swear with my life. You go. No, you
can't swear with your bloody life, because you don't know the meaning of telling me the truth. If it came up and smacked you in the freaking face, would you? It's such an obvious lie that even a thick, stupid idiot like you must know that I would spot it. So I know perfectly well you're booked on the helicopter and you're going to arrive at the airport at 4 o'clock.
All those money you're talking about, they're useless to me. Those are stupid amounts of money that you're using to stress me.
Exactly.
You just follow your daughter-in-law.
So stop telling me such bloody obvious lies and get on the bloody helicopter and phone me from the airport. Goodbye. After the call had ended, he texted Denise, and this was when my thyroid started kicking in, and I really did start to lose it with him. So I'll miss some of it out later on. You'll get the hang of it. You need to follow your daughter-in-law to the bank, said our man. I think I told you in the previous video, he'd started to develop an obsession with Denise following Lola to the bank. You need to follow your daughter-in-law to the bank and ask for her account statement of the 11th. She claims she sent the money. Ask the bank if any money was sent to James Richardson. You'll find out that I'm telling you the truth. I will say again, Lola did not send any money, said our man, who obviously knew that James Richardson hadn't got any money, but of course couldn't explain to Denise how he knew that. Stop telling me such blatantly obvious lies that even an idiot like you knows they're lies, said Denise. Pack your bags and get on that helicopter and call me from the airport. They're not lies, he said. Even a brain-dead idiot like you must know how stupid it sounds to try to tell me a bank will talk to you about someone else's account and tell you the money was sent. You haven't even spoken to Mr. Richardson because you don't know who he is. Get on the bloody helicopter and stop moaning like a toddler. If you follow Lola to the bank, and she really sent the money, don't ever talk to me again, he said. Oh, we should be so lucky. If you follow Lola to the bank and the money was sent, I'm sure anything I tells you, you will not doubt me ever and ever again. I'm not bloody James frickin' Bond, said Denise. I'm not following Lola anywhere. Grow up and at least try to sound like an adult. You want to clear your doubt, he said. I want you to stop calling me a liar. I want you to get on the bloody helicopter, said Denise, because if you don't, it'll be a waste of money for it to fly to your rig, and I want you to stop lying. Darling, no money was sent, and there's no way I can get on the helicopter. You can climb the steps onto the helicopter the same way anyone else can, she said. I need to make payments first. End of discussion, said Denise. Get on the bloody helicopter, or stay on the bloody rig and stop moaning. Choice is yours. Goodbye. That's it, he said. Yes, said Denise, it is. Goodbye. Know that I love you. If you know you really wants me home, let's wait for your cheque to arrive, or you ask your friend Barbara to help you send it, and see how fast they'll receive the money. Lola's been doing everything on purpose. She don't want us together. That's why for 2 months now she's been trying to send small amount and always use it for herself. How you doing, darling? He said a few hours later. He tried calling her. Did you make it to the airport okay? Said Denise. Where are you now? No money was sent, darling. You know as well as I do that's a lie, said Denise. If you were too lazy to get on the helicopter, then that's your problem. You have to follow Lola to the bank to get her account statement and be sure of what I'm telling you and stop calling me a liar. But you are a liar. Whoever Mr. Richardson is, he has the money. I'd hoped you'd had the brains to get on the helicopter and get your lazy ass to the airport. Which company owns the oil rig? I told you there are different oil rigs here, and the name of the oil rig I'm on is Golf, G-O-L-F if I'm not looking at the screen, guys. Golf Oil Rig. Which company owns the rig? Said Denise. It isn't a difficult question. Which company is your contract with? The Gulf, G-O-L-F, Oils. No such company, said Denise. Which company is your contract with? Of course, she googled Gulf Oils and came up with VW Gulf Oils for cars. Company name? Chevron Oil / Gulf Oil, he said. That's it, darling. Are you there? OK, I'll phone them and ask when there'll be a helicopter with an empty seat. I'll let you know, said Denise. Don't do that, he said, because I'm no longer a worker, and this will cause trouble because the system will not allow it. Oh, don't talk bollocks, said Denise. Due to pirate and security reasons, cried our desperate scammer. I'll phone them and ask about the pirates, she said. If anything happens here, they will say I'm the one who give information about here out. Don't be desperate and ridiculous, darling. I'll stop talking rubbish, said Denise. You're on an oil rig. That isn't classified information. There are thousands of people on oil rigs. Hold on while I phone them. I've found their website. It's a simple thing for you to do by calling your friend Barbara, he said, and asking her how much she have at the moment, and asking her to help you send money to the company. Can you imagine that? I'm a private contractor that have retired. What you want to do is very dangerous because of my profession. I'm the one working here, and I know more than you do. So when I tells you something, you have to do it. You have the helicopter website and their banking details. What else do you want? He tried calling her, but of course Denise was on the phone to the oil company. She came back an hour later. I spoke to a lovely young lady in their London office. She told me she stays late on Saturdays in case anything comes up that needs to be dealt with urgently. She assured me that anyone that works for them on a contract basis has their flight to and from the rig paid for by the company, regardless of whether or not they retire or finish their contract early. So I'll assume you're at the airport now. What will you do next? Thank you very much for speaking with the lady, said our man, who still hadn't got the point, which was that his only way out was to claim that he was in Aberdeen. Remember, I came in from Canada. I'm not at the airport because your daughter-in-law has the money in her possession. Both of you should go to the bank by Monday and get your money. Go to the bank on Monday and get your money back. When you do that, let me know. Missing the point, of course, that this is Lola's money because Denise's bank account won't let her send more than £3,000. I'm not a beggar. I'm not hungry. I'm not miserable. I'm not desperate. I'm not a liar, and I'm not a thief, said our lying thief. I have more than enough money for myself. I've worked really hard, and I've been working almost all my life, and thank God that I have saved a lot too. You look down on me, that's why you don't believe me. You so much trust your daughter-in-law, and that's why she's been playing with us for 2 months. You need to think and see things from my side, that Lola is using all the money to get herself expensive bags and shoes and dresses. If you can take a time out for yourself and follow Lola to the bank, you'll find out that I'm telling you the truth, darling. If you believe her, then you must get married to her, because I guess she don't want us together. That's why all these things are happening. You're not a kid anymore, and you should know better. In reply to him saying, remember, I came in from Canada, Denise said yes. The girl in the office said that doesn't matter. They'd fly you to Aberdeen, regardless of where you started. I can't decide why you're lying to me. You're obviously in Aberdeen right now. I told you that the company have paid me fully for everything, and my movement is 100% on me, because the company are not owing anything anymore, and that's why I can't use their flight. You did, said Denise, which is obviously a lie, as the company has assured me that your flights to and from the rig are included with your contract, so either stop lying or go away. I'll say that again, as I have to say if I think twice. Stop lying or go away. I'm still on the rig, darling, because the company did not receive their payment, he tried. I know you're in Aberdeen, said Denise. I know you aren't on the rig anymore. I can't lie to you, and I can bet you with my life, he said. Denise repeated herself. Everything was calculated and paid in full to my bank account. One more lie, said Denise, and I'll not talk to you again. You can check my bank account and see the money for your beautiful self, he said. Denise got into a rut and repeated herself several times, which I won't bore you with. Call your friend and ask her to send money to Mexico, he said, even if she's not having the complete amount with her, just to confirm that they will receive the money same day she will send it. Stop being childish, he said. Lola is using your money. These are Lola messages to me, he said, copying and pasting some of Lola's messages to him. Those are what Lola sent to me. You can see she's laughing at us there. Including this bit, where he'd said to Lola, I will tell her that you're part of this. And Lola said, tell her, she'll not believe you. You made a huge mistake now, a very big mistake. You will not see any money. Never. All my mother-in-law's money will be mine. Well done, Lola, said Denise, because she knows you're lying to her, and she knows your flight off the rig's included with your contract, so it's much better for her to use her own money, yes, her own money, to buy things for herself, and not send it to a lying, thieving idiot whose flight has already been paid for by the company. You see now that Lola has been the one fooling us, he said. I told you that I was paid for my contract and my movement. And still you persist in trying to tell me that your flight hasn't already been paid for. Still you persist in lying to me, telling me you need to pay for a flight off the rig. I'll repeat again, yes, repeat again, what your company, yes, your company, the company with which you have a contract, told me. And so Denise repeated herself. You don't have to pay, they're included in your contract. She repeated herself several times more, because I was in a bad mood, as I've already told you. So I know perfectly well that you're in Aberdeen. I'll say that again, as I know you're too thick to get it the first time. I know you're already in Aberdeen. I know you were trying to steal Lola's money. Yeah, you tried to steal that money from Lola, because I know that your flight off the rig was included in your contract. I don't want to hear any more of your lying bullshit. Darling, mine was paid with my contract money. Together, I told you from the starting. Oh, then be honest, said Denise, and admit you're in Aberdeen, or go away. That's a straight choice. Admit you're in Aberdeen, or go away. Continuing to lie and bullshit me is not one of those options. You have two options. Yes, two options. Admit you're in Aberdeen, or go away. I'm still on the oil rig. I cannot lie to you, he said. Okay, said Denise, you've chosen to continue lying, so that means you can go away. Goodbye forever. Talk to yourself or talk to Lola, idiot. My life will be useless without you, he said. Your life's useless anyway, said Denise. Being a lying, thieving idiot is not a good life. I said nothing but the truth to you. In fact, said Denise, you're a waste of oxygen, a waste of space, and a total disgrace to your country, which we both know isn't Canada or Germany. Goodbye. The truth, he said, is always bitter. Check my bank account, and you'll see my transactions history, and you'll see the deposit. And if you remember, many videos ago, we did log into that fake bank account of his, which had no transactions on it, apart from fake, large payments in. There were none of the regular transactions that the rest of us would see on our bank accounts. He tried calling her. Good morning, darling, he said the following morning. I cannot imagine my life without you. Thank you for making it blissful every now and then. Being with you has made me realise the true meaning of life. Thank you for making me fall in love with your smile every day. Good morning, my love. I wish you a beautiful day ahead. Denise had woken up in the same bad mood that I was in the previous afternoon. I think it wore off by the evening. Okay, she said, as she clearly sick, stupid, dim, idiotic, and totally brain dead. I'll say it once more. Your return flight was included. Our man felt that a different story might be helpful, while Denise was doing one of those famous counts of 10. It was included in my contract, he tried, and that's why they have to pay it into my bank account. And remember that I'm carrying a bag that contains some raw gold and diamond, and the gold's is 14.5 kilograms, and diamonds is 12.7 kilograms, and my personal belongings too, and these company helicopters are just for passengers. Everyone takes luggage on a helicopter, idiot, said the bad-tempered Denise, and how can I remember about diamonds and gold when you haven't mentioned them before? So, Aberdeen or Edinburgh? Because, remember, he told her he was flying to Edinburgh Airport in Aberdeen. That was also in a previous video. I've mentioned them to you before, he said. No, you haven't. Show me where. On call, he said. That's the more reason. I need a private helicopter. You're ghosted, said Denise. Goodbye. Of course, I changed my mind later. How will I get my golds and diamonds out from there? If I should follow the company helicopter, I won't have access to go there and get them back. And so he called Denise. And this was where I started to lose it with him. It's not as bad as I thought it was, so I've just edited out the bit where I swore at him.
Hello, darling.
Right. Which bit of I know you are in Aberdeen, you are in Aberdeen or Edinburgh? I'll say that again, because I know you're too thick to get it the first time. Which bit of you are in Aberdeen or Edinburgh do you not understand? I'll say that for a third time. Which bit of you, that is as in you, the person, you are already in Aberdeen or Edinburgh? Which bit of that are you having trouble understanding? It's a simple question. Which bit of you are in Aberdeen or Edinburgh do you not understand? I don't want to hear anything else. Don't darling me or any bullshit. Which bit of you personally, are in Aberdeen or Edinburgh are you struggling with? No darling and any other bullshit. I know you're in Aberdeen or Edinburgh. I know that. Because I spoke to your company. They told me your return flight was included in your contract. You don't have to pay for it. I don't have to pay for it. Lola doesn't have to pay for it. It was part of your contract. You didn't pay to fly there. You don't pay to fly away. They don't care what you've got in your luggage. They don't care if you've got yesterday's rotten bagels out of the canteen, or you got $20 million worth of fake diamonds and raw gold and God knows what else. You are in Aberdeen or Edinburgh. I know that's difficult for your stupid brain to process. I know you're in one or the other. Either tell me which it is or shut up and go away. I'm not interested in darling this and darling that and any other crap lies. You're in Aberdeen or Edinburgh. Take your bloody pick. It's not hard. It's not a difficult question. Just pick one or the other.
You're forcing me to tell you what's not right now.
No, I'm forcing you to tell me the truth. You're in Aberdeen or Edinburgh. Take your pick, and you've got to count to 10 to decide which it is. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You've only got to choose between two things. Even your dim brain can make a decision. 4, 3.
Will you come pick me? Will you come pick me in
One.
Aberdeen if I tell you I'm in Aberdeen?
Right, you're in Aberdeen. I knew you were. How long have you been there?
Will you come pick me up in Aberdeen if I tell you I'm in Aberdeen?
How the hell can I pick you up in Aberdeen? Get a train, you stupid moron.
Darling.
Yeah, I'm not interested in any darling rubbish. I haven't got a bloody car. I can't magically appear in Aberdeen, can I? I'm not a sort of, I haven't invented teletransportation. Get on a coach or get on a train.
No, I must. It's a must that I must use a flight to get to.
Well, then get on a bloody plane and fly down to Heathrow.
Then how am I going to get on a plane when I don't have any money with me?
Oh, I don't know, darling, but at least finally, how long has it taken you to admit to me that you're in Aberdeen?
Darling,
I told you I'm not interested in any darling bullshit. You're in Aberdeen, aren't you? How long have you been there?
I can't just use any public flights to carry on.
Right, I'll say that again because I know you're thick and I know I have to say everything at least 3 times. So we'll make it 3 times. Well, let's make it 4 for good measure. How long have you been in Aberdeen? I'll say that again. How long have you been in Aberdeen? How long have you been in Aberdeen? It's a simple question. How long have you been in Aberdeen? You can say 24 hours a week, 3 days. I'm sure you can think of something. How long have you been in Aberdeen? And quick with the darling rubbish.
You're insulting me too much.
I know. I know. It's hard not to insult someone that tells so many lies, isn't it? And can't answer a simple question. It's not a difficult question. How long have you been in Aberdeen? Forget all the darling rubbish and all the lies. How long have you been in Aberdeen?
I've been in Aberdeen since the day I told you I'm in Aberdeen, Scotland.
Right, so you've never been on an oil rig, is that what you're saying? You've been in Aberdeen for the last 6 weeks, or
No, I've been on the oil rig. That's right. What I'm trying to tell you.
Let's go back to the beginning because it's a simple question. How long have you been in Aberdeen? When did you arrive in Aberdeen? I know that the company has flown you, has put you on a helicopter, flown you off the oil rig. You've been flown off the oil rig and you landed in Aberdeen. You're in Aberdeen, right? You've flown off of the oil rig and you're in Aberdeen. How long have you been in Aberdeen? When did you arrive in Aberdeen? It's a simple question and you've got one chance to answer it. How long have you been in Aberdeen? You've got a count of 10 to tell me how long you've been in Aberdeen. 10.
You're listening to me right now.
8.
I've not been in Aberdeen, but
6,
I'll take the helicopter from the company, the free helicopter
5,
from the company,
right,
to go to Aberdeen, because that's what you want. Okay?
Exactly.
I'm going to take the helicopter and I'm going to be in Aberdeen.
So you're lying. So you just lied to me when you said you're in Aberdeen. That's a good start, isn't it?
No. You listen to what I'm telling you.
Yes.
I ask you.
Listen to what you're saying.
Come and pick me. I ask you, will you come and pick me up if I tells you that I'm in Aberdeen, because I want to take the company free helicopter and go to Aberdeen so that you'll be ready to pick me up right there.
Right? How can I pick you up in Aberdeen?
So I need to take a flight from Aberdeen to London Heathrow, right?
Well, answer the first question. How can I pick you up in Aberdeen?
Yeah, because I'm thinking maybe you come to Aberdeen yourself so that we can meet there and go back to London to where you stay. Then from there I can get things straightened up.
Right, why should I pay to fly myself up to Aberdeen and fly home when you can just fly down yourself?
Okay, that's what I'm going to do, but I want you to keep this as a secret between me and you because I'll be using the company's free helicopter, okay? And I don't want anything to happen to just my gold and diamonds because they're very expensive and I've spent a lot on getting it. I'm trying to protect it because it's worth millions. That's why I'm trying to protect it. That's why I want to use the private helicopter. But since you're insisting on me using the free helicopter from the company, I'm going to use it so that your mind is going to be at rest. Okay?
What the hell are you doing carrying diamonds and gold round the world? How bloody stupid do you think I am?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah, you
Let me
do
tell you
tell me something.
something.
Like, you can tell me why it isn't in safekeeping in a bank.
Yeah, this is because I bought them right here on the sea. That's why. I
You
bought
bought
them
you
in
bought
cash.
you bought gold and diamonds on an oil rig. What, in the duty-free shop?
It's not a shop. It's a miner. They're carrying the goods and diamond and they're having issues with themselves. Like they want to sell it so that they can use the money for themselves. Because the man came here and he was pleading that he needs to do something urgent for his family. That his family is sick, his daughter is sick, and they want to do an organ transplant and he needed money so bad. If any of us have money, then we should give him so he could exchange it for those diamonds and gold. And I was having money just I want to use for mobilization fee. I was having the money right in cash. That's worth about 3 million United States dollars that I was being paid in cash for mobilization fee. That's what I use in getting them. And when them, I saw that the values are very high. That's how I got them. There's no shop right here on the oil rig. So
No, I suppose it
I'm
wouldn't be,
trying.
darling. There might be an oldie though if you go and look somewhere.
You said what?
I said there might be an oldie on your oil rig, but they probably don't sell diamonds and gold, do they? They're more likely to sell sausages and onions.
No, these people are family that I do take food from the oil rigs and give to this family anytime they're going to the mining ground or anytime they're going fishing. I always do give them the little contribution I have. That's why the man and the woman came to me. They are Arabians. That's why they came to me and talked to me in person that their daughter is having organ issues and they need to take him to the best hospital. That they want to do transplant for the daughter and they needed money so bad. So and that's the only thing they have to exchange for money. So I gave them the money and they gave me those goats and diamonds. That's how I got them. And they're right with me right here. That's why I don't want to use the public helicopter. That's why I'm insisting on using a private helicopter. But since you want me to use the public helicopter, I'm going to use it. I'm going to come to Aberdeen, and from Aberdeen, I'm going to fly down to London Heathrow if that's what you want.
Right, well, you tell me when you've got to Aberdeen.
I should let you know when I go to Aberdeen.
Congratulations, and I only had to say it once. Yes, tell me when you've got to Aberdeen.
Okay, right now, if I get to Aberdeen, if I get to Aberdeen, I don't want to be stranded because I don't have any cash with me. I don't have anything on me right now. And I don't want to be
Excuse me, you're
stranded.
carrying a large amount
So
of
I'm going to get,
Excuse me, you're carrying a large amount of diamonds and gold. You can go and find a pawn, as in a PAWN shop, and sell one of the diamonds to pay for your flight. They do have them in Aberdeen. Most places do. Just go to any jewellers and sell them one of the diamonds.
Yes, but without a receipt, I can't sell them.
No, you don't need a receipt,
I
darling.
can be.
You don't need a receipt. If you've got it, any of the
I
shops will
can.
buy it off you.
Okay, okay. You don't expect me to be walking around immediately. The helicopter dropped me off, and I'll be
I do,
walking with my
darling.
bare feet and looking for
It's only a
parcel.
1 hour flight. You won't be suffering from terrible jet lag. You can just get off it, walk into the town centre, find a jeweller, sell them one of the diamonds, and then go back to the airport and pay for your flight. Aberdeen isn't exactly sort of New York or a large city, is it? I think you can find your way from the airport into the town centre. And you can find a
I
jeweller's and
can
you can
find.
sell one of the diamonds, and then
I
you can go
can.
back to the airport
I
and get a flight. So just let me know when
darling,
you've got to Aberdeen and stop making
darling.
pathetic excuses like a wimp.
I'm not making any excuses. I'm
Good.
not
So you
making
just
any
tell me when you
excuses
get to
right now.
Aberdeen then.
Yes, I want to tell you something.
Oh,
Can
I
you
can
listen
hardly
to me?
wait. Is it another lie
Can
or
you
just another
listen to me?
stupid story?
It's not. It's not another lie.
Oh,
I want to let you know that I'll be needing cash with me to do all that because I can't be scattering my bag and wanting to take diamonds out or gold looking for who to buy them.
so
I
it's
need to
just
do all
another
my things
stupid
straightforward.
story.
I'm not a British citizen,
I don't think that
right?
makes any difference to your ability to to get from the airport into the centre of Aberdeen and find a jeweller.
Darling,
Look, I told
it's
you
a
I'm not
very
interested in any more of your darling stupid stories. It's simple. Just tell
okay.
me when you've got
I
to
won't call
Aberdeen.
you. I won't call you darling anymore. I
No,
want to
don't.
let you know something.
Right, just tell me
I
when you've
want to.
got to Aberdeen. Goodbye. Give me a number to call when I get there, he said after the call had ended. Call Lola, said Denise. Send me your landline number, he said. So Denise sent him a Guildford phone number. Oh, okay, he said, I'll let you know. How you doing this evening? He asked several hours later. Talk to me. Morning, darling, he said on the Monday morning and tried calling her. I missed you, said Denise. I was upstairs. Oh, I see, he said, and called her. But that's episode 26. I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, you know what to do. Please like it. Please share it. Please comment down below. Please subscribe to my channel. I promise that this series will end sometime. And I'll see you again in episode 26.